Detective Panda stood in the opulent hotel room on the top floor, his sharp eyes scanning every inch of the locked space. The body of the victim lay in the middle of the room, surrounded by shattered glass from an untouched wine bottle. The windows and doors were locked from the inside. A magnifying glass in hand, Panda inspected the lock carefully. No signs of tampering. How did they do it? He murmured. The only clue was a faint trace of ash near the victim's hand. The second murder occurred in a decrepit apartment on the 10th floor of an old building. The victim was found seated upright in a chair, as if placed there deliberately. The apartment door was bolted from the inside, and the window had been sealed for years. Panda, in his light gray coat, carefully examined the locks, finding a faint scratch too subtle for ordinary eyes. The killings continued, each in a different location: a cabin in the woods, a historic library, a modern office. Each time the scene was locked tight, the murderer's escape an enigma. In the museum, Panda discovered a chilling detail. The killer left small, cryptic symbols hidden in the dust or carved into surfaces, resembling broken infinity signs. The breakthrough came at a seaside mansion, where the victim was found, sprawled on a sand-covered floor. Panda spotted footprints leading to a faint mark on the ceiling, a hidden hatch. It was a clue, not to the crime itself, but to the killer's modus operandi, an intricate system of escape routes, tools and tricks designed to mislead investigators. Panda's deductions led him to an underground lair, a steel-locked bunker beneath, a crumbling factory. The final victim, bound and alive, was the bait to lure Panda into the killer's trap. The room was locked with no apparent way in or out. "You've solved my riddles, detective," the killer's voice echoed from unseen speakers. "But this is where your story ends." Panda's mind raced. He noticed faint scratches on the steel like before. A cleverly disguised vent system was the key. Using his laser cutter, he breached the vent, confronting the killer. "No more games," Panda said, disarming the criminal and freeing the victim. As the police arrived, Panda stood in the cold, dark bunker. The case was solved, but he couldn't help but wonder, how many more tricks did the killer still have up their sleeve?